Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy RotoBeast. I'm here with my boy Jeremy and Chris, and hey, we're here to present you our MLB Core Plays for Thursday, July 30th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below just so you can watch all of our NFL, NBA, and MLB videos. And if you haven't came and checked out our website here at DfsCheatSheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily FanDuel and DraftKings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for all your DFS needs. So make sure to come check out the site here at DfsCheatSheet.com. So hey, how you guys doing out there?
Very well, thank you.
And one thing I really, really quickly want to say before we jump into this, I know I guess I'm so used to it, saying it for 3 years already. I always say NFL, MLB, and NBA. But hey, nowadays we got so much more than that. We got NHL on the optimizer. We got Chris is going to be breaking down NHL next week when that comes back. We got PGA.
Saturday.
We got NASCAR on the weekends. We got a lot of stuff, man. So we definitely are not just compacted into a couple of sports. We got it all. So make sure to check out the site. Like I said, DfsCheatSheet.com. And hey, you guys ready to talk some baseball?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. Hey, Saturday we got NHL coming back, and tomorrow Chris and I will hop on, and Chris will break down the NHL format, how they're coming back, what's going to be happening, and then Saturday we'll do our on the ice video, and then he'll have his hot fucking stacks video too. So, man, we do have it all, but I mean, like you said, bro, it's a busy time for sports. If you like fantasy sports or just like sports, period, it's a cool time. We got everything going on.
Yeah. Last thing I'm going to say is I know this is an MLB video. One thing I do want to say, because we always talk about bankroll management and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are going to be excited tonight because the NBA is back. I get that. But guess what? It's only a 2-game slate. It really, tomorrow's a day where you really want to get going with NBA. I'm not saying throw a couple lines in it. I mean, don't throw a couple lines in it, don't play. But I'm just trying to warn you guys, man. It's a 2-game slate. Take it easy tonight. Tomorrow, we will be back first thing in the morning, breaking down tomorrow's NBA slate and really getting after it for sure. So tomorrow for us is really the NBA opening day. Today, kick back, open up a couple beers, and just enjoy the games tonight. So, yeah, man, let's jump into it. I'm going to start with my core plays for today, and we'll kind of go about it that way. First guy I'm going to go with, I'm going to start at pitcher. The guy I like is Lamet from the Padres. I don't want to butcher his first name. It's Dinelson Lamet from the Padres. He's going against
Lamet.
Lamet.
Hey, really quick, bro. I don't want to cut you off, but I don't know if you saw the video Chris and I just did, the on deck video, but we're talking about Tampa Bay, and there's a dude in their lineup, and I tried to say his name twice and said, I'm good. I'm not going to give Steph something to give me a hard time about because I couldn't pronounce the dude's name.
So, so just going back to Lamet. We got him going against the Giants today. I mean, the Giants are actually they've first couple games they've kind of surprised me a little bit on their play. They do play hard, but they're not a team that really scares me too much. They don't, in my opinion, they don't have tremendous upside. Lamet coming off a really good game just to start the season. He went 5 innings, got you 8 Ks. 1 earned run in a W, 42 fantasy points at 9,200. I think he gives you a really solid floor here going against his Giants. So he's the guy that I'm going to start with that I'm looking at to get in my cash game lineups at pitcher. Next, we're going to go to first base, the guy that I just think is a really good value play. We talked about his team as a whole today. It's somebody that we like. So I'm going to go with my next guy. I'm going to go with Kansas City Royals. Where is he at? I lost him. Ryan O'Hearn. He's a lefty, batting in the cleanup spot today at only 2,300, almost a bare minimum price tag. I think this is a great spot for him to produce and definitely hit your value. And he gives you tremendous upside on that price tag. So, like I said, I don't always want to be obvious in this video. I am going to give you a couple guys I'm going to pay up for, but I definitely try to get you guys some value every day as well. So speaking of that, next guy I'm going to go with, I'm going to pay up for this guy. I'm going to go with Mike Trout. I mean, Mike Trout's a guy that night in and night out, anytime you put Mike Trout in, you can feel comfortable playing him. I mean, gives you power upside, gives you stolen base upside. At 4,500, I just like the floor that he's definitely giving you. I'm going to go right back to that well today, going against the lefty and Marco Gonzalez, who didn't have a very good start his first game of the season. And Mike Trout's actually starting the season, swinging the bat pretty well. He's 4 for 10 in his last 10 at bats, so he's definitely starting to get going. And like I said, he's still got your stolen base upside as well. Next, I'm going to pay up for one more guy. I'm in the outfield I like today. I'm going with Mookie Betts at 4,200. Yeah, Mookie Betts, he started the season a little bit slow as far as, he's not producing the big-time numbers that we're used to it. But at the same time, me saying that, he still has at least one hit in 5 of the 6 games. He has 3 hits in the past 2 games with 2 doubles, 2 for a home run. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen today, but going against a lefty, I think that today's a really good matchup in Arizona, a park that we know that the ball flies. And Robbie Ray's a guy that is known to give up the long ball. So I do like Mookie Betts at 4,200. I think that he's a great play today. Lastly, I'm going to pay down for one guy. I want to give you one more value guy. Picked him last night. He hit a home run for me. I'm not saying he's going to hit a home run today, but I'm going to go right back to the well. We got Aaron Hicks batting in that 5-hole. The guy, he's going to get a lot of RBI opportunities. He has a bunch of studs batting in front of him. And what I like about it, too, is, let's face it, this Yankees lineup is pretty stacked. And, it's like, do you want to pitch to a Judge or Stanton, or are you going to pitch around them and get to Aaron Hicks? And, that's what a lot of people are going to do. And Aaron Hicks is going to, pitchers are going to want to attack him. He's going to get some quality pitches. And he's a really good hitter himself. So I think that at 2,400, still a buy low opportunity for Aaron Hicks. And he's my final guy. I'm going to throw in my core today and feel really good. So just to kind of refresh your guys' memory, make sure that you got it down. I'm looking at Lamet for the Padres going against San Francisco at pitcher. I like O'Haron batting in that 4-hole at first base at 2,300. Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, 2 guys I really like paying up for tonight. And then you got Aaron Hicks at 2,400 batting in that 5-hole for the Yankees in Baltimore, a park that we know balls definitely fly.
Yeah, man. And I will say this, I believe Aaron Hicks was 2,500 yesterday, so he's off a price drop after hitting a bomb.
Yeah, for sure.
Chris, let's get it, man. What do you got?
Sure. I was just trying to I didn't want to be rude, and if you wanted to go next, it's cool with you, Jeremy. But thank you. So in the crush spot that's out now, published this morning, just a couple tidbits before I get into my crush spot, guys, just to let you know why I'm choosing these guys. So to me, the Yankees, Kansas City, Mets, and Los Angeles. The Yankees, they're facing left-handed pitcher John Means, who's finally making his MLB debut. He missed opening day because arm fatigue, which AKA Jeremy is known as a dead arm, if I'm not mistaken, correct? And Kansas City's downtown again tonight, Detroit, my hometown. They're facing Evan Nova, as I said with Jeremy a couple moments ago. He loves to walk guys, and then he likes to give up home runs. It's a perfect combination for the hitting lineup. And in terms of the Mets, they're squaring off against Boston left-handed pitcher Martin Perez, who he gave up 4 earned runs, 6 hits, and 2 base on balls in his 2020 debut. So not a lot to look forward to there. And then in LA tonight with the Angels, they're facing off against Marco Gonzalez, probably one of the better pitchers going tonight. Not from a K upside, but he just eats innings. He's always in games. He's always hangs in there. So in terms of my crush spot, guys, I love Luke Voit for the Yankees tonight. He's batting 6, projected to bat 6. He's $2,800 on FanDuel, $4,200 on DraftKings. He's going to hit a donger tonight, book it. And then keeping with the Yankees, I love DJ LeMahieu again, batting off, projected to lead off, $3,300 on FanDuel, $44 on DraftKings. I mean, it's DJ LeMahieu. When he's in your lineup, much like you said, Steph, with Trout, you feel comfortable. He's going to do what he needs to do to get on base, steal a base, score a run, whatever. He's an all-around fantastic baseball player. Now the most important stack and my most excited thing for today are the Kansas City Royals in Detroit downtown, as I've said. So the Royals, their lineup is yet to be confirmed, but it's all projected, and you can pretty much
Royals confirmed.
Confirmed. Okay, so Whit Merrifield, I'm going to guess that he's confirmed batting leadoff tonight. Correct me as I go, Jeremy. Whit Merrifield, $3,300 on FanDuel, $4,100 on DraftKings. Absolutely love him tonight. I love their starting shortstop tonight. Confirmed batting 7th, Jeremy. Alberto Mondesi, please.
Confirmed batting 7th, $2,600 on FanDuel.
Absolutely, and $3,300 on DraftKings. And then bringing in the rear, Jorge Soler. Confirmed 2nd, Jeremy. Hit me with it.
Confirmed 2nd, $3,700 off FanDuel.
And $3,600 on DraftKings. And 2 little cheapy bonus guys. The LA Angels, guy batting leadoff. Fletcher, guy batting seventh. Tommy LaStella, both under $3,000 on DraftKings. Fletcher's $3,200 on DraftKings, and then Tommy's $2,900 on DraftKings. So I know it was kind of a quick hit, boom, boom, boom. If you have any questions or concerns, find me on Twitter at DetroitBeastie or go to DFSCheatSheet.com. You can read the crush spot. Everything I just mentioned is in there in writing, well described. Looking forward to it.
Two things for you real quick, because yesterday I took Steph's Cash Game Core, plugged it in, and then filled in around what was left over with guys that you mentioned in your crush spot. So between the two of you, first question for you, right? Soler or Merrifield?
For tonight.
Yeah. Give me one.
I'm going to go with Merrifield tonight.
Okay, so I need a third baseman to fill this lineup out. We got $3,200. So a third baseman, you've got Seager, you've got Machado, you've got Donaldson, you've got McNeil,
Maikel Franco. Maikel Franco's $2,600. It gives you some.
And then you've got right, and then you've got Franco down there and Ursula as well at the same price tag of $2,600.
Well, like I said, I would like you. You said you had $3,200, right?
Yep.
I mean, Manny Machado's $3K.
That's the one I would go with if I had somebody right there.
Josh Donaldson at home tonight. He's $3K, and he's already confirmed second in the lineup. Or even I talked about the Mets and Jeff McNeil, confirmed third for $2,900 on FanDuel. So
how about this? Can I? Are you guys cool if I throw the third baseman in there? Because that I gave you all kinds of props for talking about the Mariners from jump when we first started previewing the season, right? And then they were one of your favorite stacks last night. Kyle Seager has been absolutely fire to start the season, right? I mean, he's another bomb last night, 3 RBIs, a run scored, even had a stolen base with a walking lead. But I mean, Seager's off to he's off to a really hot start. So at 3,100, if we throw Seager fits perfect and gives us another late night guy, unless you guys want to throw somebody else besides that in there.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
I'm a big fan. So I like Seager.
I love Seager too, man, and I'm glad to see that he's healthy and he's back. So here's another lineup for you guys to throw in GPPs. Probably I would throw this in a single entry because it's not stacked up per se, but you got Lamet as your pitcher, Ryan O'Hearn, 2,300 at first base, LeMahieu at second base, 3,300, Seager at third, 3,100, Mondesi, $2,600 shortstop. Your outfield is Trout, Betts, and Aaron Hicks. And your utility spot is Whit Merrifield. So run this back if you have to get that lineup. But I would definitely throw that line in a GPP. That's a pretty stacked lineup to me with Lamet as your late game pitcher. So
how about if I'll do it on my account, on my FanDuel account, and I'll tweet it out. This is the sample lineup we worked on the Core Plays show.
Go ahead. I literally just put it in the $7 right now while we were doing it as well.
All right, hey, finish us off with your top stacks for today, Jeremy.
So I'm going to go back to start this thing off. Look, I say this every day we do it, but the Yankees and Angels are clearly going to lead the way here. I think that before I get into the stacks, I want to talk about two guys at the pitching spot. I think Lamet is going to be a popular pitcher, hence why I think we have him in cash. It's a really good play against the Giants. And then the other guy that I think is going to be somewhat popular tonight because of his price tag is Ross Stripling. And if nobody's thinking about Ross Stripling, then you should be thinking about Stripling at 8,400. Coming off his last appearance against the Giants, he pitched 7 innings. He has had success in the past against the Diamondbacks as well. So Stripling and Lamet are kind of the guys I think will be somewhat popular. Bieber against Minnesota, I think people are going to choose to fade this because it could be, it's the unknown. Is there going to be quite a bit of offense like there has been in Minnesota recently? Is this going to be a pitching duel? I don't think anybody knows. But Lamet and Stripling are the guys I think everybody's going to gravitate to. Seattle is one of my favorite stacks today because they are going against Dylan Bundy. And Steph, we've been doing this for a long time. Anytime Dylan Bundy's on the slate, you want to go ahead and stack Bundy up. I think that Bundy could garner some ownership in tournaments tonight because of the fact he did pitch 6 2/3 and struck out 7, only giving up an earned run and 48 fantasy points against Oakland. I believe it was on Sunday. So Bundy, maybe, we talk about this with NBA guys and NFL guys, Steph. Sometimes a change of scenery is all you need to become happy. I think he's a really good leverage play because I think Seattle will be somewhat popular with people thinking, hey, Dylan Bundy, he's a gas can. Let me load up Seattle. They just scored 10 runs last night. let me throw Dylan Bundy in the mix tonight. So I like Seattle as a leverage, or I like Dylan Bundy as a leverage play, but I also like this Mariners stack because, again, it is Dylan Bundy. On top of that, like I said, the Yankees and Angels lead the way. I love the Dodgers, man, and it's an easy pick, I know, but I talked about this with Chris. Sometimes when people look at implied run totals, they don't look very far down the board. They look at like the first 2 or 3 teams, and that's who they'll try to get exposure to, especially when like Coors Field is on the slate, right? So the Dodgers come in right now with the 5th highest implied run total on the board. Everybody's looking at Kansas City, and I just feel like with the Yankees against Baltimore, with all the runs scored in Anaheim last night, I feel like the Dodgers going against Robbie Ray are going to be a lower-owned stack, only scoring a couple runs last night against a rookie pitcher who we broke down, and he was a lot better than just a rookie pitcher. We knew that going in. But my problem with Robbie Ray, and I talked about this with Chris earlier, is that when you're a strikeout pitcher and guys start fouling off your put 'em out pitch or your get 'em out pitch or your put away pitch, then your window is starting to close. And what happens is your pitch count starts to go high, and then you start to walk people because you're trying to start expanding the zone. The Dodgers are very disciplined at the plate. If Robbie Ray can't put guys away with the strikeout tonight, I think the Dodgers could jump on him for 5 or 6 runs early. So I love the Dodgers. I think they're going to go under-owned tonight. And then the other team that's under the radar, I love this young pitcher for Kansas City tonight. He's my favorite pitcher in tournaments, Brady Singer. I talked about him a little bit earlier, but, I mean, if you take a look at this kid, I loved the kid pitching for Houston last night. This guy has more velocity on his fastball, Singer that is. He doesn't throw a curveball, but he throws a slider. He throws a 50% of the time he throws a fastball. The average speed is up about 95 plus. He follows it up with the slider. So the other side of this is Detroit, and I think people will look to stack this Detroit-Kansas City game up because of all the runs that have been scored. I love Brady Singer tonight. He's my favorite pitcher on the slate. The last stack I'll give you, I'm going with Atlanta, man. I should have went with them last night. I messed up and thought that they were still in Tampa Bay. I said if they were at home, I'd be all over them. I'm going to jump all over Atlanta, and I'll leave you with this. Use caution. It's Atlanta. It's hot. This game could get rain. The National Weather Service is predicting rain for this game. So if you're stacking Atlanta, this game could get washed out. It could be delayed because it's Atlanta. It's the summertime. It's hot, and pop-up thunderstorms happen all the time there.
For sure. And one thing I am going to say is not because they're my team, but I think Dodgers are going to get all over Robbie Ray today. Literally, basically all of their right-handed batters have.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, last night I told you, bro. I said this rookie's legit, and you ended the video by saying, "Not tonight, not against the Dodgers. Don't kill the Dodgers against tonight, bro."
Hey, bro. Hey, all these dudes have great numbers off Robbie Ray. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Kiki has 4 bombs off him, a double and a triple. I mean, everybody has extra off him. So
everybody does, man.
Last thing I do want to say before we do get out of here, for all of our paid members, MLB started great with our cash lineups. Even though I said tonight is not necessarily the best night for NBA, there will be a cash lineup tonight for NBA as well. So make sure and go to our daily cash lineups on the site. Get those cash lineups. They're our optimal lineup for our cash games. 50-50s, double ups, head-to-head. Those are there every single day, so make sure to check those out. Just like Chris said, he has his crush spot up. If you want to go read that again, they just did a video breaking down the whole entire slate. If you do want a more in-depth analysis, check it out, DFSCheatSheet.com. And hey, good luck on your guys' contest tonight, all right? Peace out.